任何的星座。
Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Simon Phillips, and this is my review of Grey Met Shrek. I'll be honest, when I saw the trailer for Grey Met Shrek, I wasn't very impressed, at least not positively. But I watch movies so you don't have to, right? When I watched Grey Met Shrek, I was incredibly sleep deprived. I'd had something like 7 hours sleep across 50 odd hours. I was punchy. I was giggly. I was so tired, I wasn't even sleepy. I figured it would be the best way to watch what I thought was going to be a really bad movie. It turns out that I was wrong. I don't think that the trailer does a very good job of conveying exactly what kind of movie Grey Met Shrek is. And thank God for that. Ronald Cheng plays a recently paroled convict. He's a petty thief and pretty harmless on the scale of criminality. He's divorced and his wife doesn't want him talking to his son. He runs a number of hustles, always trying to make a dollar, but never ever thinking about getting a straight job. He goes right back to stealing the day he gets out of prison. Annie Liu plays a Taiwanese woman working and living in Hong Kong. Well, she just lost her job, so I guess she's living here. She intends to return to Taiwan and even has a plane ticket. She just wants to look at some shoes on her way out of town. These two misfits meet during the commission of a pair of crimes. Don't ask me how I know this, but if a girl sticks with you through Grand Theft Auto, I don't mean the game, I mean the crime. Chances are that she likes you. The situation in which these two people meet is totally unrealistic and highly cinematic, which you could really say about the whole movie. Grey Met Shrek is a local film, but a very unusual one. It has that independent European kind of orientation. You can tell because it uses the same kind of accordion music that all local films use to show you how indie and Euro they are. In this case, though, I didn't mind. I thought Grey Met Shrek was going to be a typical local romantic comedy, but I turned out to be more wrong than I was that night in Mongkok that I tried to... Never mind. Grey Met Shrek is an odd movie about odd people who do odd things, but it's told in such a charming way that I was never bored, even hovering as I was on the brink of exhaustion. One of the things that I really enjoyed about the two main characters was their ordinariness. They weren't remarkable, although some of their behavior was, but their personalities were so run-of-the-mill that it made them seem like real people. I liked these characters, and perhaps most importantly in a romantic comedy, there was real chemistry between Ronald Cheng and Annie Liu. She's obviously not hard to look at, but she also does a really good job in this movie of making her character believable as well as watchable. She also has this way of smiling just a little. It's hard to explain, it's just something that you have to see. Sammy Leung plays a police officer whose job is to catch these two mysterious criminals. His character isn't very well defined other than a couple of strange tics, and he both makes amateurish mistakes and has an amazing ability to know exactly where people are going or to know where they're going to be and when they're going to be there. It's almost as if he had a script. But within the overall farcical tone of the film, it was easily forgiven. The ending is very predictable, but in the most agreeable sort of way. In some ways, it reminds me of the local romantic films of the 80s and 90s. It's hard to explain, but if you watch it, I think you'll know what I mean. Now, I realize it's strange to hear me say this, but I really enjoyed this movie. It was refreshing to me to see a movie like this that manages to balance the local and the sort of foreign so well. I really enjoyed the performance of the two leads, and I look forward to watching this movie again on DVD. This movie just ended up being very, very different than I expected, and it's really entertaining and a lot of fun to watch, and I was very pleasantly surprised and grateful. So I can easily recommend that you watch Grey Met Shrek, but I want you to watch it by going to the cinema or by waiting to rent it online or buy a disc. Don't illegally watch movies. When the movie is released to home video, I will update the description, so there's a link where you could buy it. If you enjoyed this review, please leave me a comment. If you didn't enjoy the review, please leave me a comment. If you enjoy the reviews in general, please subscribe to the channel because that way you'll be able to watch all the new reviews right away. Thank you for watching. How good was this movie? I liked it so much that I wasn't even really bothered by the two clueless holes behind me who spent the entire movie chatting. The only time they shut up was when they would kiss each other loudly, and they weren't teenagers.